Store. Welcome to Ageless Secrets, the channel where ancient wisdom meets modern science to uncover the truths of timeless living. I'm so grateful that you're here, because today we're diving into one of the most beautiful and life-changing forces ever discovered: purpose. The power of purpose is not just a poetic idea. It is a biological, emotional, and spiritual driver of longevity. When we live with meaning, the body responds, the mind awakens, and time itself seems to move differently. Let's begin with a simple truth. People who wake up each morning knowing why they exist tend to live longer, happier, and more resilient lives. Purpose is not something you find once, it's something you live daily. It's the invisible energy that fuels every heartbeat, every choice, and every breath. When your life is aligned with purpose, your cells listen, your immune system strengthens, your brain becomes sharper, your stress hormones calm, and your spirit begins to glow from within. Scientists call this the purpose longevity connection. Studies show that people who have a clear sense of purpose live up to 7 years longer, on average. They recover faster from illness, maintain lower inflammation levels, and experience greater emotional stability. Why? Because purpose gives structure to chaos. It gives your brain a reason to repair, your heart a reason to keep beating, and your body a message that says, stay alive, there's still more to do. But purpose is not always grand or loud. It doesn't have to be world-changing in the public sense. Sometimes purpose is quiet, like caring for someone you love, creating art that heals others, or tending a small garden that reminds you of beauty. Purpose is the whisper inside you that says, I am meant for something more, and that something begins with this moment. If you've ever wondered why certain people radiate calm confidence, why they seem unshaken even in storms, it's because they are anchored by purpose. Purpose gives direction when life feels uncertain. It acts like an inner compass, guiding you through darkness and reminding you that every challenge can still serve your growth. People without purpose often drift, their energy scattered, their health fragile, their minds restless. But when you have purpose, you become magnetic. You attract opportunities, healing, and relationships that resonate with your mission. Purpose affects you on a cellular level. When you live with intention, your brain produces more dopamine and serotonin, chemicals of motivation and joy. Your heart rate variability improves, which means your body adapts better to stress. Even your immune system learns to communicate more effectively. Purpose doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. Now, imagine waking up tomorrow with absolute clarity about why you are here. What would change? How would your morning feel? You'd notice the sunrise differently. You'd eat with gratitude. You'd speak with intention. That single alignment of energy could shift the chemistry of your entire day. Over time, these small moments of purpose compound into decades of vitality. But finding purpose isn't always easy. Many of us spend years searching for something big, something that defines us. Yet the secret is not to search outside, but to look within. Your purpose is already encoded in your values, your pain, and your passion. Ask yourself, what moves me deeply? What brings me peace? What can I offer that uplifts others? The answers to those questions reveal your purpose like a sunrise breaking through the fog. You may not realize it, but every act of kindness, every moment of presence, every word spoken with love expands your purpose. It tells your cells that you are contributing to something greater, that your life has meaning beyond survival. Meaning is nourishment. It feeds the body the way sunlight feeds a flower. Without meaning, we wilt. With it, we flourish. In the blue zones, places in the world where people live the longest, purpose is one of the strongest common traits. In Okinawa, Japan, they call it ikigai, meaning a reason for being. In Costa Rica, it's plan de vida, a plan for life. These cultures teach us that longevity is not just a matter of diet or exercise, but of waking up with a reason to live. Purpose gives structure to time. It turns ordinary days into sacred ones. So how do we cultivate this power of purpose in our own lives? Start by slowing down. Listen to yourself. The world often drowns out your inner voice with noise, distraction, and endless comparison. In the quiet moments, early morning light, before the rush, you can hear what your soul is asking for. Maybe it's to create, maybe it's to teach, maybe it's to heal. Purpose does not have to be perfect, it just has to be yours. Purpose also grows when we connect with others. Relationships filled with love, empathy, and service reinforce meaning. When you help someone else feel seen, you strengthen your own sense of being alive. Compassion expands your purpose field, the invisible energy that surrounds and sustains you. When your life's actions align with compassion, your body receives that signal of coherence. You literally vibrate at a frequency of wellness. Purpose can also be born through struggle. Some of the most profound callings are discovered in moments of pain. When you experience loss, failure, or darkness, your heart is broken open, and through that crack, light enters. Pain can transform into purpose when you choose to use it for growth, not bitterness. Every scar becomes a map to understanding yourself and others more deeply. Remember, longevity without meaning is just time. But longevity with purpose is fulfillment. It's not about escaping age, it's about expanding presence. When you live on purpose, you become ageless because your spirit transcends the limits of time. You stop counting years and start collecting moments of impact, moments of joy, moments of connection. So take a deep breath, feel your heart, ask it softly, what am I here to give? What am I here to learn? The answers might surprise you, but they will always lead you home. You are not here by accident. You are part of a larger design, and your unique energy matters. Each time you align your thoughts, actions, and words with your higher purpose, you rejuvenate. The cells recognize truth. Your mind feels peace. Your energy expands. You begin to glow in ways no product or procedure could ever imitate, because that light comes from your soul. Purpose isn't something you retire from. It evolves as you evolve. Some seasons call you to build, others to rest, others to give, and others to simply be. Whatever season you're in, know that your purpose still breathes within you, waiting to guide your next step. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest purpose of all is to live each day fully awake, to notice beauty, to express gratitude, to love without hesitation, and to leave behind a vibration of kindness that echoes long after you're gone. As you reflect on your journey tonight, remember this: you are not just living years, you are shaping eternity with the energy of your presence. Thank you for joining me on Ageless Secrets. If this message inspired you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs light today. And remember, true longevity is not about how long you live, it's about how deeply you live. Until next time, stay radiant, stay present, and live your purpose every single day.